In this video, we'll demonstrate three procedures for generating descriptive statistics using SPSS. Here is the file of data on a sample of 1,500 voters in the 2012 presidential election. We have used this file in previous videos and in class. For this video, we will produce descriptive statistics for the variables age and income. Both variables are measured at an interval scale level and thus allow us to generate the complete set of descriptive statistics. We begin with the Analyze command on the command line. On the pull-down menu, we scroll down to Descriptive Statistics. On the second level menu, there are three commands which will generate descriptive statistics for us: the Frequencies command, the Descriptives command, the Explore command. We'll start with the simplest of these, which is the Descriptives command. Here, in the Descriptives window, we'll move the two variables, age and income, from the left panel to the right panel. That's pretty much all we have to do. We click OK, and here is the output. This is a bare bones description of the sample, in that it only gives us 4 descriptive measures. It only gives us one measure of central tendency, the mean. It does not tell us what is the median or the mode. It does give us the minimum and the maximum, and we could subtract the minimum from the maximum to get the range. If we want to know the variance, we could take the standard deviation and square it. But since the command does not show the quartiles or percentiles in the distribution, we cannot find the interquartile range. If we want these additional measures, we must return to the data editor and use another command. This time, again, we start on the Analyze command. We scroll down to Descriptive Statistics, and this time, let's choose the Frequencies command. On the Frequencies window, let's move age and income from the left panel to the right. Notice that this command allows us to specify certain statistics to be produced. Let's click on this button and notice here the choices we have. For measures of central tendency, we can display the mean, the median, and the mode. For measures of dispersion, we can display the standard deviation, the variance, the range, the minimum, and the maximum. For positions, we can display the quartiles, and if we want to divide the distribution into quintiles or deciles, we can select cut points for any number of equal groups. I'm going to choose 10 because that's the default setting, and that will produce the deciles as well as the quintiles we might be interested in. Now that I have made these choices, I click Continue. We're back at the Frequencies window. One thing I don't want to do at this point is to display the frequency tables, so I'll make sure the check is out of that box. And I could generate some graphs, but we'll deal with that later. So now that I have chosen which descriptive statistics I want displayed, let me click OK, and here is the output. As you can see, this is a much more complete, richer display of the descriptive statistics for these two variables in this sample. All three measures of central tendency are presented: the mean, the median, and the mode. For measures of dispersion or variability, we have the standard deviation, we have the variance, and we have the range. In addition, the minimum and the maximum. Plus, we now have divided the distribution into 10 deciles, and we now have 5 quintiles, and we have the 25th percentile, the 75th percentile. The 25th percentile is the first quartile, the 75th percentile is the third quartile. So if we subtract the number at the 25th percentile from the number at the 75th percentile, we get the interquartile range. As you might guess, this is the preferred presentation when you are providing a description of the sample in your study. There is a third way to generate and present descriptive statistics, and for that we must return to the data editor and choose a new command sequence. Here, again, we begin with the analyze command on the command line. We scroll down to descriptive statistics, and on the second level menu we choose explore. Now this screen looks different, but what we're doing is we're going to move the two variables age and income from the left panel to the dependent list panel. We can again choose which statistics to present. By default, it will produce descriptives, which you will see momentarily. We're also going to use it to present percentiles. After we have finished descriptive statistics, this confidence interval for mean will be explained. We click continue. We want just the statistics to display. If we did not click this radio button, the various graphs that are known as plots would also be presented, and in this presentation I want to concentrate simply on the numbers. So now that I've chosen which statistics to present, I click OK, and here comes the Explore output. This command gives us 2 of the 3 measures of central tendency. It gives us the mean and the median. It gives us all of the measures of dispersion or variability: the variance, the standard deviation, the minimum, the maximum, the range, and the interquartile range. The fact that the mode is not presented as a measure of central tendency is not a major problem, given that some distributions may not have any mode and some distributions may have multiple modes. Hence, the mode is of limited utility in describing the central tendency of a distribution, especially when variables are measured at the interval scale level. Down below, since we chose percentiles, we have the breakdown of the distribution into these percentile groups: the 5th percentile, the 10th, the 25th, the 50th, the 75th, the 90th, and the 95th. This is not quite as detailed as in the previous command, but it does give us important information. It does tell us the age and the income at the 25th percentile or first quartile. It gives us information about the age and income at the 75th percentile or third quartile. And please remember, the median is the second quartile or the 50th percentile. We'll return to this output in a subsequent video to explain how we interpret the numbers in these various outputs. For now, let's recap how we generate each of these three forms of output. Here's a little sticky note recapping how we generated this original descriptive statistics data. These original descriptive statistics data. The command sequence is analyze, descriptive statistics, descriptives. This is the bare bones description. It will suffice, but it is not as complete or as rich a description as we get from the other procedures. This sticky note presents the command sequence which generates this more complete description of the sample. We begin on the Analyze command. We choose Descriptive Statistics from the pull-down menu, and we go to the Frequencies command on the second level menu, and then we indicate to SPSS which descriptive statistics we want generated. As you see, it will generate not only the descriptive statistics, but also the percentiles as detailed as we would like them. And finally, this sticky note describes the command sequence for generating the descriptive statistics in this format, the Explore format. Analyze, descriptive statistics, explore. The only descriptive statistic missing here is the mode. We might also question whether we need to divide the distribution into deciles and quintiles, but we certainly know we can divide it into quartiles on this Explore command. That concludes this video showing how we can generate descriptive statistics.